Hey, Date. If there were two men on the moon and one of them killed the other with a rock, would that be fucked up or what? I don't know, Date. That's a good question. Sauce. Brain fluid. These thoughts are stored in my stomach bile. So, we're back for another night of this. I don't quite know what to make of it yet. It's stylish and neat, but, not 100% on it yet. I'm waiting for the Uchikoshi, like, bullshit to kick in. And I mean that in an endearing, nice way. So, murder mystery. Main character's, acquaintance got murdered. They lost their eyeball during the murder somehow. He also doesn't have an eyeball from an incident 6 years ago. He has no memories of Pat before then. So, what the fuck is going on? Also, he has a fake eyeball with, like, a bunch of, cool, like, cybernetic bullshit happening. It's very Ghost in the Shell-y. Or Ghost in the Shell -E. I don't know anyone named Shelly with a ghost in them. Anyway, let's get some flavor text going on here.
Searching. Classic. Alternative. Progressive.
That's rock.
Oh, locker.
Interesting. This kind of furniture is often used for pile drivers in professional wrestling.
Now, where on earth did you learn that?
It's completely packed with books. Aren't you down in that, like, thing down there? How are you looking through this? Huh, they're all homoerotic BL manga and gay romance novels. Interesting, Pewter. Interesting. Oh, the doctor's gay. Neat.
Date, look! It's the girl from that horror movie, coming out of the well.
What the hell are you talking about?
No one crawled out of it, yet. Strange strings of characters and figures scroll across the monitor. There's nothing on this monitor. Just a chair. Are you sure you want to do this?
If we don't do it now, then when? This is exactly the kind of situation Abyss was founded for. Besides, if you dive into Mizuki's subconscious, you may be able to help her. Her aphonia is psychogenic.
What?
Physically, she's fine. Her injuries are mental.
Oh.
Which is understandable after seeing her mother like that. You may be able to heal her, Date. You just have to sync with her. You're the only one who can.
We're gonna be having some feels today. Some morphogenetic feels. Any progress on the investigation?
You're asking me that now? I'm asking you to sync with Mizuki because we have no progress. Maybe Mizuki saw something at the scene. Maybe she went inside that merry-go-round to hide. But she isn't answering any questions. The only way to find out is to dive into her subconscious mind. Don't you agree?
Yes. Also, boss, if there were two men on the moon, wouldn't that be fucked up? Did you get Renju's permission?
Renju Okiura is Mizuki's legal guardian. Did you get permission from him?
I couldn't get in touch with him.
What? I thought he was being questioned by a local unit.
His questioning ended around noon. He hasn't been heard from since.
Why would he?
I don't know.
He gone. Binder full of papers. Looks like the manual for the sync machine. There's an enormous machine beyond the window. This machine is known as the Sync Machine. How's Mizuki doing?
Her vitals are stable. Her EEG is also stable. I think we can proceed.
But what about her EGG? That's really important. I want to know about the egg. You sure this is okay? You sure this okay?
You sure this is okay?
The machine is safe. I can guarantee that. You have nothing to worry about.
I've done it many times myself. While looking at my gay romance novels. About Iba.
Hey, Pewter. About Iba. Could you do something about her personality?
No.
Do something about it?
It wouldn't kill her to be more modest. Maybe a little more ladylike?
With big breasts.
If you dare reprogram me, I will self-destruct in your eye socket.
Can she do that?
Huh. So you were listening, huh?
That's Pewter. His real name is Amanoma, but he goes by Pewter here. 36 years old. He's a member of Abyss, like me. He's a genius engineer that designed the sync system and other machines. He also invented Iba. He's her caretaker, in a way. Are you ready? No. I'll try talking to her. She can't hear me from here. Before I do, let's, I don't like the menu being on Y. I would like it if it was on X. Let's check our updated, interesting shit here. Iris. Sagan, sorry. She's Japanese. 18, birthday October 26th. Profession, high school senior, internet idol. Like singing, dancing, the occult. Iris is Mizuki. Scary people. Hobbies, singing, dancing, let's plays. Skills, runs extremely fast. Iris is an Blech. I need to offset the burg with some water. Iris is an internet idol, musician, belonging to the entertainment office Lemniscate. Her stage name is Aset, but her fans call her Tessa. She is Hitomi's daughter, and good friends with Ota and Mizuki. Hitomi Sagan. Age 37. Birthday May 11th. Profession, elementary school teacher. Likes children, okonomiyaki. Friends, Iris Mizuki. Dislikes antisocial people, war, sickness. Hobbies, reading, gardening, watching zombie movies. Skills, plays the video game involving shooting down alien invaders. The video game. Just that one. Hitomi is Iris's mother and unmarried. Her parents died in an accident when she was 17. She raised Iris alone. Due to an injury in the past, she can't move her right arm. If I'm not mistaken, this is quite a bit. Boys Love. A depiction of love and eroticism between men. Although it sounds vulgar, it is often a display of pure, sublime love, and there are many worthwhile works of art in the genre. Don't be close-minded. Nile. A social networking service that allows you to exchange instant messages via smartphones and PC. My dream is to one day make stamps for this application. Line, Nile, get it? Photosynaptic neurocoupling, used to enter the brain of a subject. The syncer sinks into the deepest levels of the subject's subconscious and synchronizes with their synapses to collect data. There's a lot of tongue twisting going on there. Aset, you bet. A kind of call and response game that Aset plays with her fans. Japanese idols often create a special cheer or slogan for their fans to memorize and chant at concerts. Aset's cheer works by Aset announcing a category and having her fan come up with 2 words that rhyme with Aset in that category. Shovel Forge. Look, it's a Minecraft axe. How do I build a pickaxe in Minecraft? A masterpiece of a sandbox video games in which you create structures by stacking cubes on a map. A sandbox refers to a game... A sandbox game refers to games in which there is no story or goal, allowing the player to just relax and play. The name Shovel Forge is a parody of a popular game in the same genre, which I will not mention for legal reasons. Illuminati, a secret society allegedly founded in Ingolstadt, Bavaria in 1776. Originally just a private club of university professors and students, but now it has become... Actually, I better stop now before I mysteriously disappear. Doujinshi. Fan-made books and comics that celebrate a particular franchise. Franchise? Good. Well, I guess you could say they're franchises. Usually erotic in nature. I don't have any, but I need to do some research, so please send me some. This sounds like Uchikoshi wrote this himself. Oh my god. Odoyan Kyoma, Ota's pen name. He came up with it by starting with a popular fictional character reference, then spelling out the name in hiragana, then changing the letters to kanji, each character of which containing a certain meaning. Corneal Turbidity. A state in which the cornea of the eye turns white and cloudy, a common indicator of death. A time of death can be estimated by the condition of the turbidity. Volatile Solvents. Liquids that vaporize at room temperature. Toluene, acetone, and ethanol are volatile solvents. Give me 1 second. It's something enabled that I should have taken down a while ago. Just give me 1 second to finagle something here. Okay, there we go. Didn't the word finagle come up in stream last night? Like, not from me, but from the game itself. And it was really funny because I say that word a lot, but I never see anyone else use it. Trunk. Another word for the torso of the human body. Cloud storage. Online storage utilizing cloud computing. To put it simply, you can imagine it as a storage device of digital data on a network. Metropolitan Police Department Headquarters, a building in Kasumigaseki, Chiyoda District, Tokyo. Adjacent to the Metropolitan Government Building, used by the National Police Force, the MPD, and the Science Division of the MPD. TOA, time of arrival. Cortisol, a hormone secreted by the adrenal cortex triggered by stress, increases heart rate, body temperature, blood pressure, and blood glucose and activates the body's defense mechanisms. This is another hormone my brain secretes constantly. Sub. Abbreviation for sub-account. An account that is managed by the same individual as another main account. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Whatever. We're just gonna read them all. Remember when Date said, "I'm used to sinking"? That was a pun. Date is a sinker at Abyss, which is why he made that comment. Puncture wound, a kind of stab wound. Aphonia, a medical condition in which a person cannot speak, usually from some kind of stress or trauma. Similar to muteness, not the same condition as aphasia. Aphasia? I don't know. Which is a loss of the ability to understand speech entirely. Jurisdiction, an area over which a police department has authority and responsibility. For example, if an incident occurred in Tokorozawa, that would be under the jurisdiction of the Tokorozawa Police Department. I tripped over that sentence like 4 times. Underground. Iris said that she doesn't get many gigs. She's more popular in the underground music scene, which nowadays means the internet. Central Hospital, a large hospital in the Minato district. Dis. Slang for to insult. Originally an American word, it has found its way to Japan. Possibly an abbreviation of disrespect. Pupil dilation. Pupil of the eye will dilate upon death. Jocko. A concert hall or event venue. Jesus. Freemasons. A fraternity founded sometime between the late 16th century and early 17th century. Publicly, they are an organization devoted to the improvement of moral character, but in reality, Eye of Providence. A symbol from Christian theology, depicted as an eye enclosed in a triangle. Providence, meaning of divinity and guidance, and an eye that represents God's all-seeing eye that looks down on all of humanity. Originally, the Eye of Providence was not defined to be either the right or left eye specifically. However, Most depictions of the Eye of Providence today are drawn as the left eye. Puncturing instrument. Ice picks and trowels fall under this category. Lemniscate. A talent agency which Renju Okiura, I can't pronounce that last name. Renju Okiura owns. A lemniscate is a curve represented by r squared equals a squared cosine 2 phi, which for the polar coordinates x squared plus y squared equals a squared times x squared minus y squared. And the orthogonal coordinate system. If that's still confusing to you, don't worry, it's confusing to me too. The curve has a shape like infinity, and in Japanese is called a renjuke, making it the perfect name for a company Renju owns. Gig. A show, typically a musical performance. Iris said that she does not get many gigs. Tips, investigation, tips, somnium, mental locks, menu. Retry will allow you to return to a save point just after unlocking a mental lock, but you only have 3 retries. Going back, unlock costs 2, going back 2 costs 3, and going back 3 costs all 3. You regain all 3 of your retries by selecting restart from the menu, or by failing the sync. This is likely your best option if time is low. So there's like a time limit that's going to come up in these later. Interesting. Are you ready?
We are ready to begin.
Date, go to the sync room.
Got it.
They model Pewter's mouth really odd. He's got like kind of like a shit-eating grin.
Agent Date, Mizuki is reacting. Her heart rate is rising and her brainwaves are showing signs of disturbance. She may be getting nervous about the procedure.
Date, try to calm her down.
Calm down, idiot.
How do I do that?
It's true that she can't speak to you, but she can hear you. Try talking with her.
Sure thing, boss.
So here's what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna be inside your head. I'll be looking for clues about the culprit.
Not only that, we will also attempt to discover the cause of Mizuki's muteness and rectify it. With her aphonia cured, we can ask her further questions directly.
About Abyss.
Mizuki, I've never told you this, but I'm not an ordinary policeman. I belong to a special investigation unit called Abyss. Advanced Brain Investigation Squad. We explore the human mind with state-of-the-art technology and research.
Why don't you read that out loud?
We explore the human...
That's weird. Just that one line is not voiced.
There are a billion kinds of suspects and persons of interest out there. People that lie, people that don't say anything, people that have head injuries, or some that have deep mental wounds that keep them from talking. So, how do we get clues from these people? We have to get inside their heads. The truth is in their minds. Our job is to find it.
I should say something.
Agent Date, please. Mizuki needs you.
Why are you talking to me right now?
Fuck off. About the sync gear.
I know it looks scary, but trust me, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's no pain, no side effects. When this is all over, you'll go back to your regular life like this never happened.
Sorry, just had to check something. I still have the stream open on my phone. Sink.
Sinking is what we call diving into someone's subconscious mind. You sink deep down into their psyches, and you synchronize with their true selves.
I gotta admit, Date is pretty non-emotional about everything that goes on in this game, despite how deeply tied to it all he is.
People like me are called sinkers. Sinkers enter the subject's subconscious, which is a dreamlike state we call Somnium. It's Latin for dream. There are 6 sinkers at Abyss. I'm one of them.
When this is all over.
Hey, Mizuki. What should I say?
When this is all over, let's go get some of that stew you like. Let's go get some sushi. Let's go get some ramen. Let's go get some unagi. Sushi, man. Always.
I know you only like the natto, egg, and cucumber rolls, but we can go get some sushi. I'll eat the good ones.
Are you teasing her?
No, seriously, she loves the ginger.
Date, her heart rate is steadying. EEG is stable.
Date, get into position. Let's begin.
Oh, and Special Agent, I forgot to mention one thing. I added a new feature to the sync system.
New feature?
It's not safe for work.
It's very useful.
It's not safe for work, so don't use it with your adoptive 12-year-old daughter.
Sure, got it.
Your adoptive 12-year-old not daughter.
Date, you ready?
Okay, ready anytime.
Remember, Date, you have only 6 minutes in the Somnium world. Any longer, and your consciousness will be absorbed by the subjects.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't even move his hair out of his way
Find a
before he
lead.
does this.
Get out in under 6 minutes.
We're counting on you.
Well then, let's begin.
What was that?
Nothing. I was merely trying to enter the scene like a cybernetic assassin from the future.
Well, if you're trying to do that, you'd have to do it naked.
I don't understand why they don't just send Aiba to do this. Like, I feel like she'd be able to do this without Date risking his, like, mental life.
Is this Bloom Park? Lightning and a birdcage. Maybe this is representative of Mizuki's state of mind.
The fact that Shoko was killed here must weigh heavily on Mizuki's heart.
Mizuki should be inside that column.
To get the information we need, we will have to deal with the lightning and the cage and get to Mizuki.
Move fast, or time is going to run out.
Unnecessary. Look around.
Look around?
This is the new feature of sync that Pewter mentioned.
You can stop time?
Only when standing still. Time is moving incredibly slowly. Currently, you and I are transmitting information at high speed, so it only appears as though time has stopped. Are you familiar with the concept of time dilation?
It has to do with relativity, right? Two people can experience time differently depending on space-time.
Oh shit, we're getting our first pseudoscience theory, which I guess really isn't pseudoscience, because time dilation is kind of a real thing.
This is similar to that. The flow of time in Somnium is different than the real world.
This could be useful. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes, right? But with this, you could take your time and explore.
Let's get started. Somnium scan. Activate.
Mental Lock 1. Mental Lock 2. Mental Lock 3. Heal Mizuki's heart, sinking in the pain. Very nice. Mizuki is mute. By healing her mental wounds, you may be able to get some important info.
To reach Mizuki, something must be done about the lightning that keeps striking the birdcage.
Lightning's supposed to strike at the highest point.
An ice pick piercing Shoko's photograph.
Aiba, the speaker over there. It's shaking.
I see. It must be connected to the ice pick.
What do we do here?
Healing Mizuki should be your top priority.
I know.
There's a 6-minute time limit in Somnia. Time is expended whenever Aiba is moving or performing an action. Pay attention to the remaining time left in the upper right of the screen. Unlock all mental locks within the 360-second time limit.
An ice pick stabbed into Shoko's photograph.
Timmy? What? Oh, I see. It tells you, It tells you what, how many seconds it takes.
Date, are you certain? Will this heal Mizuki?
I don't know. Just try it.
Understood.
No good, huh?
Mizuki is still a child. The solution may be simpler than you think.
Simple, maybe. But this is a dream. Not everything goes how you expect.
Shoko's photograph has an ice... Right.
There's one of two,
No
though.
one would want to see their mother like this. It keeps going. What is this?
Something happened over there.
Redirected the lightning with the lightning rod.
The pillar became a lightning rod.
It looks like we can get to the birdcage now.
Our next step must be to remove it. Date, we got a timing.
A timey?
Time induction matter in encephalon.
What the fuck?
You can think of it as an item that affects the flow of time. Using this, you can slow down or speed up time in Somnium.
Is this another function computer added?
Correct.
Sounds like a dream.
Well, it is a dream. And because it is a dream, extraordinary things such as this are possible.
Got it. Guess I'll try to use them where I can.
Timies are items that affect time. You will sometimes obtain them when you perform an action. Timies only affect the time taken to perform an action. You're able to hold 3 timies. Picking up a timie when you already hold 3 will replace one. Timies are expended after one use, but use them as often as you can. Mental Lock 2. Oh, there's 2 routes for Mental Lock 2.
The entrance gate. We'll need more than a little force to open this. This gate is as solid as my virtue.
I don't know how solid your virtue is.
The entrance. Leave it to me. The gate hurts more than I do.
Doubt it.
So yeah, moving makes the time go.
This appears to be the microphone for the speaker.
Threaten or shout? Oh, I see those 1/2, those half symbols. I mean, you get timies from them.
Stop it already!
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
A mic. The control room of the merry-go-round lifted out of the ground.
Oh, 1/3.
Hello? Are you open?
One adult and one child, please.
I am not a child.
Any open seats will do. Anything in the back is fine. No response. There must not be anyone inside.
So, is it safe to enter?
Should be.
How do I use the timey?
The control room of the merry...
Like time. No!
What is your plan once I am inside?
It is a control room.
You really gotta watch your button presses.
I do not think it will be that easy.
Just try it. I didn't expect to see this inside.
I do not see an exit either.
But there's something suspicious here.
I see 2 bird cages.
Looks like there's something inside them. Take a look.
A bird cage. There are ripped pieces of paper inside.
Peek inside, lift, tackle. I see. Okay, so that lowers it to 18 seconds. So I can do this.
All right, leave it to me. It is heavier than it looks.
Oh, cool.
Nothing happened.
All I did was move the cage.
Retry will allow you to return to a save point just after unlocking a mental lock. But you only have 3 retries. Yeah, we already read this.
There are torn pieces of paper.
Time to 40. Oh, so it just makes everything take 40 seconds no matter what. Interesting. Piece together.
Leave it to me. I enjoy puzzles like this. Done. But...
Aww.
You were able to get out?
So the photo was the key. I remember it clearly. One day I came home to find that photo torn up in the trash can. When I asked Mizuki about it, she started to cry. I don't know why she tore up that photo, but whatever her reason, it seems like she regrets it. Since we repaired the photo in Somnium, the birdcage...
Mizuki must be having a hard time.
But the cage is gone. We can get to Mizuki now.
Do you not see the horses spinning at hurricane speeds?
You can do it if you try a little.
No, you can't.
Alright, fine. We have to stop the spinning.
Interesting that there's multiple paths through these.
The panda head is spinning. A horse?
Well, pandas and horses are pretty similar.
No, they're not.
They are completely different. Are you blind?
Yeah, well, they both have 5 letters.
How is that relevant?
That did nothing for me.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Ooh, I found the item.
A mic.
Listen up, miscreant. I know you're hiding in there. Throw down your weapon and come out with your hands up.
Nothing happened.
Your parents would be very disappointed in you. You can fix this. You have so much to live for. You can't give up hope now.
You're having fun, aren't you?
Well, that didn't help. Did it.
The panda head is...
Oh, why didn't I
Bring
use...
it on.
Hey, stop. The centrifugal force is gonna tear it apart.
I see. Spinning it makes it go faster.
How do we slow it down?
No shit. You wonder how.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
The panda head is spinning. Why?
Maybe it's like the speaker before.
I see. These were also linked.
We did it. I imagine that was a very, very lenient one.
Mizuki!
Let's go to her.
Got it.
If you choose the correct answer as your final action, you can actually exceed the 360-second time limit. Even if it seems like you don't have a lot of time left, don't give up. You might be able to do it. Wait, what? More than 1 second. When you clear, you get a prize. No, boss, anything but that.
A mic. A merry-go-round horse.
Yeah, if you end with more than 1 second left on the clock at the end, you get the file A or whatever.
Does it look fun?
You look cute like that.
Oh, I see. A merry-go-round horse.
Spank. Talk. Yeah, let's spank it. We got time.
You punched it?
Nothing is happening.
Poor horse.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
A
Shut
merry-go-round
up!
horse.
Make time 1/8. Why would I need that? I feel like I shouldn't waste time on this.
It's Mizuki!
Yep, slap her, hug her, make her laugh, smile at her. It says, looks like it says smile, eat her.
I will imitate you, Date. Oh, little mini light bulb needs a change.
What?
Oh, good boy. Mini, mini, mini.
That doesn't...
Okay, cutie little mini light bulb. I'll turn you on. Yes, I will. Ah, you turned on. Good job, mini light bulb.
What?
Mini, mini, mini.
I never said that before.
Also, why did I have auto on?
No reaction.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
It's Mizuki.
Aw.
Mizuki.
So the most expensive option isn't always the best. Footsteps. F U with the umlaut T. Oh god, it's Dr. Manhattan. Hugged Mizuki. Aw. Wait, why did I lose a bunch of time at the end there? Oh, it's because it took the last thing. It didn't apply the slowdown to the last thing, though, so you gotta be careful with that. I just barely got that. Back at Saturday. Macaw. Yeah, if you haven't picked up on it, all the puns in the game have AI in it.
You okay?
Looks like she can talk again.
After she had calmed down, I asked her a few questions. I asked her about last night, about the Nile message, about Ota, and about Shoko. I know that after Ota ran off, something must have happened to make Mizuki want to hide. Oh god, oh, we got all new dialogue. Thoughts on the suspect?
How would I know? We still don't have enough information. Continue your investigation, Special Agent. Yeah, I'm glad she's talking again. You healed the wounds in her heart by syncing with her. Well, you meaning you and Iba.
The boss has extraordinary perception. I deserve much of the credit for helping Mizuki recover her voice.
All you did was follow my instructions.
Date, Mizuki needs you. Protect her.
Do you have any questions?
Right, there was something. Hey, Mizuki. When we found you, you were holding the ice pick, right? Can you tell us why?
When I got there, the ice pick was stuck in my mom's eye. I couldn't think straight. The only thing I could think was I had to get it out.
So you panicked and pulled it out?
Yeah.
And you held on to it when you hid in the column?
Yeah.
About what I saw in Somnium.
No need to report specifics. We saw it all from here in the control room. What the sinker sees in Somnium is projected here, remember?
Oh, this is like literally Dreamcore LLC from on Adult Swim, with Stephen Merchant as the fucking robot.
We've got it all recorded.
Interesting show.
Isn't it incredible? I invented it.
Anyway, we know about the figure you saw. I wonder who that could be. Okay, just one more question. This is very important. When you pulled out the ice pick, was Shoko's eye still there?
Speaking of eye, my eyes are like pulsing with like pain. I don't know why.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
The eye socket was empty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mizuki. That was very helpful.
Law shines in moments like this. She doesn't hesitate to ask anything.
Now we know that Mizuki did not remove the victim's eye,
When we got to the scene, it was definitely missing.
and it has not yet been recovered. We can therefore conclude it has been removed from the scene.
Or was never there to begin with.
I want to hit Date over the head with that.
What? Where did that come from?
There's some indigenous jewelry from New Guinea. I think it's called a koteka.
Date, look, it's a Braun tube.
Brown tube.
Brown tube.
Braun. Ferdinand Braun, inventor of the cathode ray tube.
I can't get my head around that one.
About Somnium.
In a normal dream, the person experiencing the dream cannot remove themselves from it. Dreams are first-person experiences. However, the circumstances are slightly different during a sink. The sinker dives into the subject's mind and experiences their subconscious thoughts. But this dream is experienced as an observer, as though you were watching a play.
I'd make a joke about this, but I've seen so much media that uses this exact same concept, so...
The subject is the author, director, and actor. The sinker is merely the audience.
Yet I'm clearly able to interact with the dream, so that's not entirely true. How does Aiba appear in the Somnium? Gratuitous booty shot.
Aiba is linked to your brain with an artificial nerve. To put it more simply, Aiba is a part of your brain. During syncing, your consciousness is sent into the subject's somnium. Part of Aiba's self is also synced, but only a part. Not all of Aiba's functions are transferred into Somnium.
So that's why Somnium Aiba is so dumb.
Don't call me dumb.
Hard diss.
Hey, Pewter. When we were in Somnium earlier, Aiba was in human form. She's never looked like that before.
That was Aiba's idea.
What?
I thought you would be more pleased. I designed it to your taste.
What part of that was my taste?
I know everything inside your mind. You don't have to hide it.
Oh god, you would not want to see what Aiba would look like inside my mind.
Pewter, Aiba's broken. She's talking crazy.
I am not broken.
Perhaps Aiba admires the human form.
It's not that. It was just a little something. I consider Kaname Date to be my host. I owe him gratitude. I simply thought that appearance would make him happy.
Why would that make me happy?
About the figure I saw.
Oh, that. I saw it too.
Who or what do you think it was?
Most likely someone Mizuki saw in person projected into her subconscious. Dreams can only be constructed from images and experiences the subject was present for. Mizuki's Somnium couldn't have contained that figure if she didn't see it in person. Of course, not everything we see in our dreams looks exactly the same as it did in the real world. You saw some strange things in Somnium earlier, didn't you, Date? That event you experienced is obviously not as it happened in reality. Dreams are a collage of many memories, intertwining and blending with each other. Your skills as a sinker allow you to untangle those dreams and solve mysteries no one else can.
Can I dream of a world without Baby Nut? Because that'd be great. Pewter is standing with his hands in his pockets. Who do you think the suspect
Pewter.
is?
Who do you think the culprit is?
Well, let's see. Perhaps it was you, Special Agent Date.
What?
Maybe.
I'm kidding.
She seems to be doing okay, but she's got that gloomy look in her eyes. I sympathize with her. Last night she saw her mother. Well, she saw what no kid should ever have to see. It will take a while for her to get back to normal. How are you doing?
I told you I'm fine. So annoying.
So weird.
Already, huh?
The pressure is annoying.
What pressure?
Force over area measured in pascals, dummy.
I see she is back to her usual self. Her attitude is within normal parameters.
I think I liked her better when she was silent. Say, Mizuki, who was that figure I saw?
What?
In Somnium, in your dream, I saw a silhouette.
Of a man? Was it little?
Date, Mizuki would not understand the question. She does not experience somnium as you do. You are witnessing a dream inside her brain.
Never mind. Did you see anyone at the merry-go-round the night you found Shoko?
I did. I saw someone in the corner past the merry-go-round.
Who did you see?
I don't fucking know. I'm not a cop.
I don't know. It was dark and raining. They looked scary, so I hid inside the merry-go-round. The door was open a little bit, so I snuck in.
Are you hungry?
I'm fine now, but I didn't forget your promise.
A promise?
Sushi? You said you'd take me.
So you heard that, huh?
Aphonia only affects speech. Her hearing should still be intact.
Sure, Mizuki. When we're all done here.
Oh, it like decentered my cursor. Who sent you the Nile message?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
Because I don't want
Boo.
to.
That's not a reason. You were at the scene of the crime because of that Nile message. Whoever sent it to you is a prime suspect.
I don't think she is going to answer. When she is in a mood, it's impossible to get her to talk. That's the kind of girl she is.
Sometimes I think you know her better than I do.
Yeah, probably.
How long do you think I've been observing her?
It's been 4 years now.
Correct. I know things that even you do not know.
Like? Actually, never mind. Some things I'm better off not knowing.
But if you only know what she knows, then...
By the way, we already looked into Mizuki's cell phone. Unfortunately, the contents were wiped.
I'm tracing the sender of the Nile message through other means, but it's taking me some time.
Anyway, I get the story.
Yeah.
Mizuki witnessed a suspicious person at the scene, but she didn't get a good look at them.
Maybe there's something at the scene we missed. Date, could you return to the scene of the crime? There might be more to Bloom Park than we first thought.
I mean, I went there twice, and I didn't think of looking around back then, so... What makes you think I'll do a good job this time?
Hey, can I pop this cherry?
What?!
Date, you sounded quite proud of that pun. Perhaps you'd like to repeat it?
No thanks. It's not the same as the first time.
Good, I could capture that. I'm capturing that epic cring.
What's inside this?
Sometimes a cleaning lady is hiding inside.
That's disturbing.
Date, why would you say that to a fucking 12-year-old? I just... let's get out of here. I don't feel clean anymore. I have to take another shower after streaming this game. Saturday, 8:13 p.m. That's when my weekend starts. Well, it starts at 8, but 8:13 is usually when the train pulls out of the station. And I'm on my way home to enjoy my weekend. When I returned to the scene, I brought Mizuki with me. Why? I saw a suspicious figure in Somnium, but I couldn't be sure of its exact location. I brought Mizuki along to help pin it down.
Somewhere around here, right?
Yep.
Are you cold?
What do you care? You never cared about me ever, and I liked it that way. I don't want you getting close to me. You think I like you now because I hugged you after the sink? Did you think, aw, how sweet, she likes me? Don't get it twisted. I only hugged you because you were standing right in front of me. Could have been anything. Could have been a pole or a cactus. In fact, I wish it were a cactus. So stop worrying about me, okay?
What a nice girl.
So she says.
Not even a teenager, and she's going through teenage rebellion.
You saw that person standing here, right? A man?
Yeah.
What was he doing?
I don't know, it was dark. But I think he was watching me.
He was splattering someone on the ground with his super nuclear power.
He was standing there in the rain with no umbrella. But I don't remember anything else. I got scared and went to hide inside the column.
It's safe inside the column.
Yeah, I do.
What do you remember?
I went to this amusement park when I was little. I was 4. I remember it so clearly. This is where I saw my mom and dad smile. I had so many happy memories here. The only happy memories I really have are from here. Memories of my family are so bright and colorful. But now, this is where Mom...
Fuck, dude. What's wrong?
Nothing. Just wondering where this goes.
Mizuki's looking into the bush, or maybe behind it. Oh, a UFO. No, wait, that's a plane. A UFO! No, wait, that's a drone. Oh, a UFO! No, wait, just a grandma. That grandma is booking it through the night sky. I must really be tired. There are no stars tonight.
Iba, what's past here?
This leads to the subway.
The subway?
It has of course closed down. It is no longer in service. This is due to the explosion at the chemical plant that occurred years ago. The surrounding district of Kawasaki was contaminated and declared off limits. Bloom Park closed for the same reason, as did all commerce and industry in Kawasaki. This means the railroads and public transportation to and from this area were shut down as well.
The subway. Iba, does the entire track run underground?
I'm hungry for a sandwich now. Iba, order me a spicy Italian footlong, provolone cheese on Italian herbs and cheese bread. Extra avocado.
No.
Yes, I know it costs
Traffic
extra.
northward from Bloom Park eventually rises to ground level.
At a railroad crossing?
Correct.
Then the tracks must cross a surface street at some point.
Fuck, now I'm actually gonna get Subway tomorrow at work. Because I'm in the mood for it now.
Correct.
I really have to. I spend way too much money on food at work because I'm right near Penn Station. And there are so many places to eat over there.
Iba, do me a favor. Can you see if any cars were driving on that surface street last night?
Searching.
I completely missed all the context of these past few lines. To close down, explosion, surrounding district was contaminated, Bloom Park, commerce, then tracks was across a surface street. Okay.
Hey, you've been quiet for a long time. Are you okay?
I'm just thinking.
I've got something. I picked up a single vehicle traversing that street last night, a black SUV.
Zoom in and enhance.
I ran the plate through the vehicle registration database to find the owner.
Wait a minute, how did you find this out?
Who was it?
Shoko Nadami's ex-husband and Mizuki's father, Renju Okiura.
Fuck, man.
So let me get this straight. You think that Daddy drove his car on the tracks through the tunnel, stopped at the closed down station, and carried Mom's body to the park?
I can't prove it was Renji. There's a chance someone else was driving the car.
Yeah.
But, in any case, I know that the suspect must have used the subway tracks. That explains why there were no cars parked near the scene.
This feels very straightforward, and I feel it's gonna get super convoluted as a result. Because I feel like the game is being very, very straightforward with methods and that's some stanky saxophone. I feel like the game's being very straightforward with how it's presenting the information, and it's gonna lead to some like major swerve down the line.
Using that subway station, you could take the body right to the merry-go-round without being caught on camera.
Daddy didn't do it.
I am not so certain.
Either way, I have to talk to Renju. And you can help me find him.
When was the last time you saw your dad?
I think about a week ago,
Want to meet that dad?
when I went to hang out at Lemniscate.
Did you notice anything different about him?
Nothing really. He was the same as usual.
And he didn't come to see you in the hospital, did he?
No.
Not even for his own daughter.
That is very unusual.
He's obviously been replaced with a replicant. When was the last time you spoke with your
I
dad?
don't remember. It was a while ago. What about you?
What about me?
You tried calling him.
I did. Called earlier, and I tried a few times last night.
And he didn't pick up?
No.
Not once. About the suspicious figure.
Hey, Mizuki, tell me again. The person you saw at the merry-go-round.
No. It wasn't Daddy. I know it wasn't.
You're sure?
Well, I don't know.
About the Nile message.
Mizuki, Renju sent you that Nile message, didn't he?
What?
I got this buddy of mine. Real bad personality, but real good with technology. Got some help from them.
Bad personality.
It was a message sent at 8:05 last night. Does it sound familiar? Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away. Daddy needs your help. Please do as I say.
Huh?
Yeah, that was it.
I don't recall actually hearing what that message was, unless she just, like, took a hard swerve at her.
It was from Daddy's phone. But I didn't want to say anything because that would make Daddy a suspect, so...
So you kept quiet.
Yeah. My dad's never said anything like that to me, ever. That he was counting on me? I had to go.
But you invited Ota along.
Bloom Park is in the middle of the Kawasaki district. There are a number of homeless individuals in a high crime rate there. Mizuki must have been worried about going alone.
But it couldn't be him.
Why not?
Daddy couldn't have sent the message. Someone else must have used his phone. And his car. Daddy wasn't driving the car either. Somebody else did it. The killer did it, not Daddy.
The only evidence we have so far leads to one conclusion. The cell phone and the car were both operated by Renju Okiura. Date, incoming call from the boss.
Yeah, reject.
Connected.
Hey, I just got the report from Iva. Renju is a suspect?
It's definitely suspicious.
I agree. I think he's our #1 suspect. He's been acting strange since last night. He didn't come see Mizuki in the hospital, won't pick up his phone, and he vanishes after questioning. He doesn't have an alibi for the time of the murder either.
He doesn't?
No, not one we can corroborate.
He's actually playing sax in this song right now. Can I just hang up on her? Why did you release him?
So Renju was questioned at a local station?
That's right.
Then why didn't you keep him there?
Protocol. Nothing we could do. He wasn't a suspect then, and we had nothing to charge him with. We couldn't hold him.
Any idea where he is?
No, I told you he vanished. Where are you headed?
Renju's house.
Hey V4, long time no see.
Don't bother.
How you been?
Had local cops search the place. Didn't find anything.
Where could he be?
I'm good, how are you? About his questioning.
Didn't give us any new information. He didn't have much to say at all, really.
About his alibi.
Shoko's time of death was estimated to be about 5 p.m. yesterday. Renju claims that he was at home alone at the time, but that means no one can back up his story.
I could see boss through my left eye. Iba is streaming the image in real time. Lots of work. Yeah, I hear that. I've been on my new permanent schedule at work. Getting a new certificate? I don't have a cell phone. Never cared for them. But Iba could connect to any network in range. That's how I'm able to communicate with HQ. To Mizuki, I look like I'm talking to a Bluetooth. She doesn't see what I see. Slam that phone on her.
Alright, boss. Let me know if you find something.
You too. Keep me in the loop.
Where the hell did Renju go?
Whoa, her hair is flipping out.
Sun poke?
What?
Sun poke. Or something.
Oh, Sunfish Pocket. Renju was telling me about that place. It's a maid cafe that he runs.
I found it.
The TKT certificate to teach young learners. Oh, that's nice. You're a teacher right now, right? Are you are you an English teacher? Not cool. Nice. That's right. You need certification to teach younger people. A special certification. I remember hearing about that in college. I wasn't an education major though, so I didn't really know a whole lot about it. Teaching kindergarten. Wow.
Approximately 6.2 miles north-northeast in Akihabara.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my back. You're teaching all the babies. Saturday, 10:20 p.m. Damn, Date has had a full day. Oh, look, there's an advertisement for 999 in the corner there.
Can't be.
Oh. Oh. Holy shit. Oh, why did you bring her along? Why did you bring Mizuki with you?
Renju.
Oh, this girl lost both of her parents in the same 24-hour time span. No, sorry, 29-hour. Oh my god. Holy shit. Sunday. Syokubai. You've been doing late night streams, right? I kind of went on a hiatus after Mother 3. I did one stream of, I think, Shovel Knight. Oh no, I did a couple streams of Shovel Knight Showdown. I think like 2. And then I did a Smash stream last week. And then I started this yesterday, and I'm kind of off the hiatus now, so I'm probably going to be streaming around this time. Like, the earliest I could start streaming now is 11 p.m. Eastern. And even that's not going to usually be the norm. It'll be like 11:30, so I'll probably stream till like 2:30 normally. What's going on in the game? This character is essentially caught up in a murder mystery. He's like a police detective, but he could dive into people's memories using a machine. He's got a cybernetic eye with an AI in it that has like special functions. And he lives with a 12-year-old girl who had both of her parents just murdered. And you just saw the father right now. This is a game by the guy who makes the Zero Escape series, so I was just really curious to play it, because I love the Zero Escape series.
You look awful. Have you been sleeping any?
My best friend was murdered, boss. I don't have it in me to sleep right now.
Zero Escape, yeah, it's a series of games for, the first game came out in the Nintendo DS back in, like, 2010? It's a series of games that, like, it involves people being trapped and having to escape. It's essentially an escape room puzzle game, but the story gets, like, ridiculous. It has a lot of intrigue, it kicks up heavily in the later games, and it gets very weird and science fiction-y and meta, and it's pretty cool, aside from a very, very tepid ending. He is not in the mood for flavor text. What happened to Mizuki?
She's sleeping at the hospital.
Ah, fuck. Team's trapped betrayal and stuff. Yeah, that's more the final game, Zero Time Dilemma. The first 2 games have a different setup to them, though.
They're going to give her counseling after she wakes up.
I see.
Her mother and her father. I hope she'll be okay.
How about you? Getting any
Of course
sleep?
not. I've still got a mountain of work piled up. Answering to the higher-ups, the press. I'm just taking a little breather.
About Renju.
You were the first on the scene, so you know this better than anyone, but Renju was murdered. No way this is a suicide. And the fact that his left eye was removed tells me that this was the same killer as Shoko.
The serial killer.
The new Cyclops killer.
What?
That's the nickname that's been spreading around headquarters.
New?
Yes, several years ago.
Cuter.
There is no point in hiding it from him. He would find out on his own eventually.
Thank you. Can we cut
It's all over
the...
the news. These murders have gone viral, so to speak.
Let's cut the anime bullshit and just say what's going on here.
The killings from 6 years ago have continued. The Cyclops killer is back.
Yes.
6 years ago. Is that what you were talking about, boss?
Fine. I suppose you deserve to know. We have a name for it down at HQ. The original Cyclops serial killings.
I'll put my
To
controller down for a
distinguish it
bit.
from this new one. It was 6 years ago in October. 4 bodies were found in the mountains of Akikawa Valley.
But the decomposition of the corpses were all at different stages. They were each killed sometime during May to September of that year.
But they did have two things in common. They were all young women. And
Each corpse was missing their right eyeball, pulled out posthumously.
Cyclops.
a few days after the corpses were discovered, the killer sent a statement to the press. I killed them, and they are now my dear companions. Something like that.
He signed the statement under the name Cyclops. Hence the name, the Cyclops Killer.
Wait a minute, hold on. They are now my dear companions.
Cyclops is a mythological race of one-eyed giants. According to Greek myth, they are the children of Uranus, god of the sky, and Gaia, goddess of earth. Cyclopes were known for their outstanding strength and smithing ability.
So the letter to the press wasn't a fake? It was the real killer?
Yes, it had to be.
A picture of one of the victims right after she was killed was sent along with the letter.
Oof. Was this Cyclops captured? Didn't think so.
No, in 6 years we never got a single trace.
So maybe Cyclops is responsible for these murders as well.
No, that's impossible.
Why?
For one, the original Cyclops killer only killed women. Renju doesn't fit that profile. Second, all of the victims had their right eyes removed. But Shoko and Renju...
We're missing their left eye.
Huh.
The timing of the eye removal is also inconsistent. The original Cyclops killer removed the eyes after the victims were killed. But Shoko and Renju were both still alive.
But even so, you can't say for sure this isn't our guy. Maybe they're just doing things a little differently now. Or do you have another reason?
I'm sorry, Date, I can't say anymore.
Bullshit, you can't.
It's a national secret.
How can it be a national secret?
Date, please, forget about it.
Okay, how did Date lose his left
Lauren,
eye?
You don't need to know anything about that case to investigate this one. The criminal for this case and the case 6 years ago are not the same.
Date himself is the criminal.
Iva, bring up all investigation records of the original Cyclops serial killings.
I already had a look through the database while you were talking. Unfortunately, I found no relevant information. I also did not discover anything of note on the internet. Only amateur theories, all lacking credibility and evidence.
Damn it.
She looks tired like me. Oof. You seem troubled, Pewter.
2 murders, one right after the other. How could I not be?
Why are you here anyway?
Am I not allowed to be here?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I was here first. I was just talking to the boss about Renju's murder.
Are we the only people working here?
Renju had his left eyeball removed.
I see.
Shoko too.
Sorry.
So perhaps,
Sorry.
Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others. I'm kidding. Only a joke.
And not really the time to
Too
make
tired
that.
for your jokes right now, Pewter.
Actually, you lost your eye 6 years ago, correct?
Yes, but I don't remember anything from back then. I lost my eye and my memories.
I was transplanted into your empty eye socket a year later. We have been together for more than 5 years.
He looks surprisingly serious. Any other information?
That's all we have for now.
All right.
Special Agent Date, we need you to continue your work.
Right. I think I'll head back to where Renju was found. Sunfish Pocket.
Date, you're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep before you continue your investigation?
I'm fine. Let's go, Iba.
Understood.
For a game about somnium and sleeping, he sure doesn't do a lot of it. Oh, my foot's itchy. Oh, our first drive down this highway today. Wait, Mizuki's here again?
The vehicle is accelerating 2% slower than usual.
Why did we bring her?
Did you put anything in the trunk?
No?
What about the back seat?
Oh,
Back seat?
Mizuki snuck in here. She's not sitting there.
Did I put anything in there?
You could have put a gold brick in there and it wouldn't slow us down this much. Have you checked the back seat?
Oh, right. But I can't just turn around and look while I'm driving.
Just check the rear view mirror.
Game just spells it out for you.
Mizuki!
She didn't do a good job of hiding.
Eyes forward, stupid.
Mizuki climbed up to the front seat and sat in the passenger seat. How did you even get in here?
It wasn't locked. I just opened the door. I've been here for like 10 minutes. Why don't your doors have auto locks? I know you like old cars, but you gotta lock the doors.
You should be a little more apologetic for someone who just got caught breaking into my car.
Mizuki does raise a valid point. If you are not more serious about security, you should consider replacing the car altogether.
You too?
So...
You were talking to yourself again. I heard you. It's creepy. You should cut that out.
I was talking to Iba out loud before I noticed Mizuki in the car. That must be what she was referring to.
Mizuki is still unaware I exist?
Yeah, I know there's no reason to hide it, since she already knows about Abyss. It's just hard to explain. I won't say anything yet.
Understood. But I am ready to be introduced at any time.
Hey, cool username. How you doing? My name's not gorgeous, it's Michael, but thank you, all the same.
Just let me know when the time is right.
It's not a proposal, no need to be so formal. Shit, I said that out loud.
Date, I think you should go to the hospital.
Who's the sexy lady? You mean Iba? The eyeball? That girl's 12. She's not sexy. How are you doing?
Still talk this time. Maybe I'm just getting used to it.
Mizuki's psychological wounds have been healed by the sink.
Nice weather we're having.
If you have nothing to talk about, you don't have to say anything.
Fair enough.
You're an adult. Shouldn't you know that already?
Iba. Okay. Fair enough.
Start talking about the weather, it means you have nothing to say.
Damn. Rat.
What?
Ditch the hospital. They're probably freaking out over there right now.
I'm taking you back.
No, don't! Nothing will change if I stay at the hospital all day. You're going to investigate, right? Take me with you. I can help.
How is a little runt like you gonna be any help?
You know, you really shouldn't be saying that to the person who just lost both of their parents to murder.
I'm Renju's daughter. Maybe I'll notice something you don't. Something only his daughter would know.
Date's pretty cute. Yeah. He's handsome.
I don't know.
My daddy was killed. I can't just stay at the hospital.
Fine. Don't say I never did anything for you.
You're going to take me along?
Just promise not to interfere with the investigation.
Got it. No, it's more like I don't like sitting still and moping all day. I've grown out of my brooding, pretentious teenager phase.
You're not even a teenager.
Odd thing for a preteen to say.
She goes through too much in this game. Yeah. I'm 3 hours in and she's already lost 2 parents out of 2.
Aware of Mizuki's mental prowess? She is far more more developed than her classmates. She is even reading psychology papers by Alfred Adler.
Sounds pretentious to me.
What are you looking at me for? Watch the road.
I always have my head like this when I drive.
You were looking forward before.
No, I was just projecting an illusion. This is the real me.
You project an illusion when you're by yourself?
Hey, about Renju.
He looks like a sleaze, honestly.
Have anything to tell me? Anything at all that might help?
Well, it's not about Daddy, but I heard from Daddy that Mom had a secret.
Shoko had a secret?
Don't make me choose it again. Come on, just continue the line of questioning.
Did you know that Mom was the representative of an investment company?
Yes, I read her file.
Yeah, I did.
Actually, speaking of, we got new files? Oh, we got a bunch. What? Oh, Iba's like eyeball form. Interesting. Wait, how many are there? 27. That's an odd number. So there's one with more than one? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This game is great, funny too. I'm enjoying it. Some of the humor is a little not even ham-fist, just very inappropriate. Date kind of busts out those innuendos a little too often for my tastes. But it's good. I'm enjoying it. Futa Amanoma. Oh, his first name is Futa. Age 36, birthday February 1st, sex male, engineer at Abyss, the special investigation team at Metropolitan. The police department, what got updated? Likes multiples of 16, chairs, Toko Roten, Amore. Dislikes bugs, cats, conservative cyclopses. Hobbies, working with machines, collecting dojins, magical girls. Skills, building models, imitating vuvuzelas. I think I have something to ask Sean next time I see him. Pewter is Abyss's engineer and a brilliant scientist. Currently, he's responsible for maintaining the sync machine and preparing syncs. He also invented Iba and set her personality to his liking. End System, a network of cameras and recording devices on Japanese highways that monitor vehicles and collect data. Useful for criminal investigations, the bane of people driving around and also the bane of people driving around mistresses. Sinker, the agent that performs the sync. How about that? Koteka, an accessory worn by indigenous people in New Guinea. A cylindrical sheath made from a hollowed-out gourd worn over the penis. Cool. Oh, that was what was in the drawer. So Pewter was collecting that. Good. Pewter's into some freaky shit. He's the one with the collection of homoerotic boys love manga. Yep. That's all him. Somnium, dream in Latin. The plural is somnia, and attaching the prefix in, meaning non or without, results in insomnia. Pewter added a new function to the sync machine that allows you to slow down time, but it only works when Iba is standing still. Why? Simply put, it was a limitation of the technology. When Iba is standing still, she and Date are exchanging information at extremely fast speeds, which creates a sensation of time slowing down. But when Iba is moving, it's not possible for her to exchange information as quickly, because she has to use resources to move and interact with the environment. Imagine a giant boulder on top of a hill. If you hold it with both arms, it will stay put, but if you only use one of your arms, the boulder will still start to roll. Head Office. The top administrative office in the Metropolitan Police Department. You could technically exceed the time limit if you were making the final correct choice for the final mental lock. Even if time is winding down, if you make wise choices, you may still be able to clear the Somnium. You like him? He's pretty neat. I'm acquaintances with his voice actor. And I'm actually going to be meeting him in person in a few weeks.
That whole company was a big scam.
Scam?
Well, I don't know the details.
Wait, what company? Investment company, okay.
They start up a company to get people to invest in it, then shut it down on purpose and keep the money. She got really rich like that.
Shoko did this?
Yep.
By herself?
No, dummy. Of course it was with other people. I saw gangsters there sometimes. If she ever got into trouble, she had them take care of it.
I am scanning all known crime databases, but I cannot find any reports referencing this. They must have been extraordinarily careful.
Oh, anyway, I'm glad you're okay.
I'm not okay.
So, you want to go back to the hospital? I'd be more than happy to drop you off.
That's not what I meant. Why are you always so pushy, Date?
I'm not pushy, I'm just worried.
You've got a weird way of showing it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm very curious about something here. Wait just a second, I have to see something. Okay, never mind. Date, more like dictate.
Doesn't look like you're worried. You're just weird.
You've always got something smart to say, huh? You're just like Renju.
Date,
What about Daddy?
Nothing.
You have no tact, do you? This is why you're single and always will be.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. I look like a single father when you're around. Chicks love it.
Yeah, chicks love to see creepy old men hanging out with a 6th grader.
Hey,
Got him.
what are you implying?
Ooh, did I make you mad? Now I'm stuck in a car with an angry old creepy pervert.
I am not an old, creepy pervert. And even if you were my age, you're not my type.
Ew, I don't want to know about your type.
Hey, you started it.
Stupid old man.
Punk-ass kid.
Oh look, that highway again. Mizuki and I walked back into Sunfish Pocket.
Ah, Detective Date. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you, policeman.
This is...
Have you looked through the case file yet?
Oh, I am so sorry. She's the victim's...
Yes. Please let us through.
This bears repeating, but if this is the same, if this is the same crew that did all the animations for Zero Time Dilemma, they really stepped their game up here. Light that looks like a jellyfish, probably not a clue. The store signboard. It says Sunfish Pocket. This oil drum must be some kind of interior decor.
the capacity of this oil drum is 200 liters. It weighs approximately 44 pounds when empty.
Let me check inside.
There's something inside.
I stepped up to the drum. Ugh.
This is the oil drum.
This is the kind of oil drum that has a lid, right?
Correct.
Let's open it.
Wristwatch.
This is...
It's Renju's wristwatch. Ooh ooh.
This is the wristwatch Renju always wore. No doubt about it. But how did this get here?
Chair, trident.
Is that a spear?
It more closely resembles a harpoon of sorts. I believe this is a trident.
Any chance this was used in the murder?
No. There are no traces of blood on the trident, and no indication that Renju was stabbed.
Dragon's Palace Pasta. 1,800 yen. 1,800?
That's expensive.
Isn't that pretty average?
This is average? Iba, did you get anything from the surveillance camera?
Unfortunately, no. All of the recordings from local surveillance equipment have been erased.
What about backups?
There are none. Nothing was uploaded to the cloud either.
This club is located on the second floor of the building. Hello, Elemental Tem. How you doing? We used the elevator to get here.
Iba, can you check the operation records of this elevator?
Searching. Found it. The elevator records are sent automatically to building management, according to the record from yesterday. From 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, this elevator stopped on the second floor only once. At 8:55 p.m., the weight of the car's cargo was approximately 310 pounds.
So the elevator only stopped at the second floor once last night. 8:55 p.m. and with about 310 pounds inside.
What are you staring at, creeper?
I agree.
What's the status?
Nothing special.
Anchor? Oh. Alright, this is a maid cafe. Forgot about that. Renju's corpse was hung up by 3 wires. The wires were tied to 3 kegs.
Each keg has a capacity of 20 liters. All 3 kegs were filled, and approximately 55 pounds each.
3 beer kegs on the floor. Each can hold 20 liters and weigh 55 pounds when filled with water. 3? 3. What? Okay, never mind.
The corpse was strung up near this counter.
The autopsy report indicates that the contents of the victim's intestines were excreted upon death, but no traces of that have been found in the area nor on the corpse itself. This evidence makes it highly likely that Renju was killed somewhere else. It must have been considerably difficult to carry more than 150 pounds.
What do you mean?
Renju weighed approximately 158 pounds. I can estimate a person's weight by analyzing their bone structure, muscle, and fat.
Iba, can you recall the time we discovered the corpse?
So if there was 310 pounds total and he weighed 158, that means that he weighed about half of, or just slightly more than half of what the total weight in the elevator was. The other person weighed 152. Not counting any extra weight that they were carrying.
Of course.
Yeesh.
The time of discovery was 10:20 p.m. You of course already know this, but you and Mizuki were the first to discover Renju's corpse. The body was hanged from the ceiling, similar to how a fish would be. A thick hook was embedded in the upper jaw, and the wires connecting to the hook were strung up on one of the ceiling beams. There was also a hook on the other end of each wire. The 3 beer kegs were attached to these hooks. We have found no fingerprints.
Ooh, that looks like a strangle mark.
Strangulation?
Correct. The face shows clear signs of congestion, along with petechia around the face and throat. Both are clear evidence of asphyxiation.
Any indication of the murder weapon?
Most likely a twisted piece of cloth. The culprit approached Renju from behind and wrapped the cloth around his neck, choking him in an attempt to suffocate him. The specific cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. Put more simply, the suspect strangled Renju to death from behind.
Do we have an estimated TOD?
Yesterday, around 8 p.m.
So Renju was murdered about 2 hours before Mizuki and I found the body.
The autopsy report discovered the presence of benzodiazepine. It is a common sedative. The dosage found in the victim's bloodstream was extremely high. It can be assumed that Renju's cognitive functions were heavily impaired before his death. This case bears similarity to Shoko's.
Did you know Sunfish Pocket is an anagram of Spike Chunsoft? God damn it. No, I didn't know that, and I don't put it past them to put that in the game at all. Fucking 2 milkmen go comedy bullshit.
The left eyeball was removed while the victim was still alive.
I'm not actually complaining, I love it. I love it because I love Zero Escape, and I want this game to be as much like that as possible. I've never played this before, this is a blind playthrough for me.
I think we've checked everything we need to.
I agree. We should compile our evidence and inferences.
Mizuki, you ready to leave?
What? But we aren't done investigating.
What do you mean?
There are still people I want to talk to.
Do you want to talk to Oda?
Yeah. Oda is in here all the time. He might know something. I'll call him.
Ota's phone is broken. He dropped it in a puddle.
Sounds like Ota. He's so clumsy.
We'd have to talk to him in person.
He's probably at Lemniscate or Matsushita Diner. Yeah. Daddy owned Lemniscate and Iris works for them. She used to work here too.
So she might know something.
I'll call her.
Mizuki tried calling Iris, but there was no answer.
Have any idea where she might be?
I don't know. Iris is into a lot of things.
Any places that I...
Well,
something?
there
I
is
don't know.
one place.
Any places you can think of that I don't know about?
Have you heard of Golden Yokocho in the entertainment district? Daddy used to go to a place called Marvel a lot. Maybe they know something about him.
Oh, I thought he had dialogue. I guess not. Renju weighed about 160 pounds, and he was definitely murdered somewhere else than carried here.
Lemniscate, Matsushita Diner, and Marble. Let's head out.
Okay.
Let's go to them in sequential order. Late night. Late night murder mysteries. Matsushita Diner, Sunday. I like that architecture.
welcome. You're Mizuki, right? Ota's friend?
I love my Yumi.
Yep.
She's so cute.
And you...
Oh, I suppose I should introduce myself more formally.
At least something a little more than flashing your badge.
I haven't watched Bill Nye in a long time, but yeah, no, I get what you mean. I got your reference.
My name is Kaname Date.
I found out that he uses my company's products, which is really interesting. The company I work for.
Mr. Date, what can I help you with?
Have you been here before?
Yeah, I am friends with Ota. I've been here a few times.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
It says fermented Mayumi juice. Kuroda Kazuaki's shin meat pickled in miso.
What is wrong with this restaurant? Ring, 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 ring. Well, the phone's ringing. Are you gonna pick it up?
No, it isn't.
Why?
A singing door.
A swinging door.
Yesterday he said a swimming door. Oh god, I can actually just look into the entire... I don't need this much flavor text.
It looks like a chocolate button with legs.
It looks like a chair.
Didn't you call them jellyfish yesterday?
Hey Date, why do beer ads always have girls in bikinis in them?
Because they make you thirsty.
Why?
I'll tell you when you're older.
The thirst is real.
Oh, look. There's chairs for you, Mizuki.
This is definitely worthy of the VN Hall of Fame. I will make my judgment once I've finished it. I will say that Zero Escape is my favorite visual novel series, so I have high hopes for this.
Oh, look, I'm gonna break your ribs.
I trust Uchikoshi. Uchikoshi, excuse me.
Hands off those hands. Just kidding.
Didn't she say the same thing yesterday?
She did.
Where's your husband?
I completely forgot. I wonder where he got off to.
Interesting that both times we ask her about that, she's like, I don't know.
But he'll come back soon.
This is Zero Escape, but using knowledge learned from them.
He always does. Runs off, then comes back.
I'm beginning to have doubts about the management of this establishment.
I as well.
Oh, everything here is delicious. But my personal favorite is our omelet rice.
Did you want to eat here?
No, I don't have much of an appetite. How's your stomach?
Same. I don't think I can eat right now.
Is Oda here?
He went out early this morning. I don't know where.
Like, not dropping plot points. Yeah. I love Zero Escape, but man, they do pile on a lot and then don't follow through on everything. Ice 9, yeah.
I see. Sorry to be a bother, but when Ota comes back, can you tell him to contact me?
Oh, well, sure.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, got it.
Date, let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, let's go to Lemniscate. Alright, let's do this.
Oh, what? Hey there, handsome.
Oh god, it's the receptionist that we were making all the boob jokes about yesterday.
Excuse me?
I cannot even right now. Hold on, give me just one sec. Mizuki, do you know this guy?
Yeah?
Can you introduce me, please?
She is surprisingly unprofessional for a receptionist.
Come on, it's just not so bad.
Could you contain yourself for 5 minutes, Date?
Do you know this receptionist?
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, of course we know each other. We're like best friends. We hang out, we party.
we do not party.
Hey,
Who hired this woman?
The most likely scenario is that the final decision was made by the head of the company.
Renju.
Yeah.
This painting is called Hawaiian Dishes and Dark Demons.
Which part is supposed to be a dish and which part is supposed to be a demon?
I do like that even when they have the characters speaking, the models move their mouths too.
Date, look! A cricket!
Aiba has a strange fascination with insects.
Oh, this is Dark Zone Kalimas!
Who?
Apparently this is Dark Zone Kalimas. Featured, how to draw cute anime girls. I think I'll give that a look.
Captain, enemy vessel, 3 clicks.
I believe you are thinking of sonar.
This game loves its puns. What's going to happen to the office?
oh, haven't heard anything about that yet. The VP might take over. We might get absorbed by another office. Just when I got a job, too. Man, what am I gonna do if this place closes up?
I mean, there's the red light district. One of the screens on the TV, I swear, is Junko.
So, anyway, tell me, Date, what kind of girls do you like? Because I'm the committed type, you know? Would you consider me a candidate?
I mean, I think we could,
We could go out sometime.
Wow, dude.
You disgust me.
Oh, my apologies. Never mind.
Really? She's literally asking him out, and him saying yes just results in them being pissed off. Like, I get that he's very superficial about what he likes, but, well, whatever. Going with the Red Cross.
Ota? Nah, haven't seen him today. How is he?
The receptionist knows Ota too?
Ota happens to be the kind of otaku who actually has social skills.
Those are the ones you have to watch out for.
Huh?
Nothing. Anyway, could you give me a call if Ota shows up? I have my number here.
Oh, this TV? I took out my business card and handed it over to the receptionist. Oh, that's the girl from, the Virtue's Last Reward! The girl, not the girl, but the poster. Junko. Yeah, that one? thought that one was naked for a moment. Yeah, wait. Oh, it's just going randomly, I think.
Yeah, I got his number. I got his number.
That one poster where it's the girl in the bikini and the girl next to her with like slightly more clothes on that looks exactly the same. That's the poster that Tenmyoji looks at in Virtue's Last Reward.
Let us pray that the privilege will not be abused.
Have you seen Iris?
Iris? You mean Asa? She's recording a podcast in the underground studio.
Oh, that's why she didn't pick up the phone.
If you need her right away, I can try contacting her.
No, it's fine. This can wait until she's done.
For sure.
What?
For sure? As in, I got you?
I don't believe I've ever heard that sequence of sounds spoken out loud before.
There's a receptionist sitting behind the desk. There's a receptionist with huge breasts sitting behind the desk. Yeah, we already went through that whole spiel yesterday.
Yeah, totally. You never think about, like, my boss getting murdered, you know? Like, what are even the chances? That's like the odds of hitting the lotto. But I was kind of lucky, in a weird way. Some of my old friends hit me up asking about it, you know? Feels like we're old alumni or something.
She certainly found the bright side of this situation.
Just another number of routes. I don't even know how to unlock other routes. Wait. Let's go.
Mizuki, staying here would be a waste.
Yeah. Where should we go next?
Sec. Slang for second. Usually not literally a second. If I told my bosses that the script would be ready in a sec, I would get scolded. Emo and emoing. Stirring the emotions, often negative or sad. To express emotions, feeling and acting according to that emotion, even though it may seem contradictory. When Date said he would cry tears of joy, this is an example of emoing. Yes, I made this word up, so don't say mean stuff like emoing isn't a word, lol. We party. In Japan, a youth subculture exists known as paripi, a portmanteau of party people. Typically describes young men and women who frequent dance clubs and parties. The paripi subculture also features its own distinguishing slang. I cannot even. A slang phrase that intentionally excludes the verb, usually used to express bewilderment or stress. Receptionist. Ritsuko Enshu, age 36, birthday June 22nd. Profession, Lemniscate's receptionist, likes yellow-spotted river turtles. Dislike, men that act like ballers but are really scrubs. Hobbies, gambling, partying. Skills, anti-aging techniques. She is Lemniscate's receptionist. She likes men that are real bros and can vibe with them from the jump. Lately, her shoulders have been stiffening up on her, though. Bro, we just straight vibing. Oh, I see. It has to do with hitting the different locks in the Somnium. Interesting. The fact that it's splitting up so far to the left and right leads me to believe that there isn't too much to go off of here. I'm sure it's going to hit the point where I have to start jumping back and forth. Also, the text on this menu, as well as the save sound, are all from Zero Escape. That text at the bottom is from Zero Time Dilemma, and the save noises from all three games.
That's a...
Why are you always thinking about high school?
I said stool.
Alright, to Golden Yokocho, or Marble, or whatever it's called. Talk to Big Boob's receptionist always, any chance you get. I mean, sure, why not? Sunday. Ooh, what a cozy-looking neighborhood.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Mabadoo.
You know about this place?
Snack Marble.
Yeah. This is where I met Renju for the first time.
Interesting. Didn't think this was your kind of spot.
This place is special. You can find all sorts of shady characters here. It's the best place for gathering information about a case. So that's why.
That is only a partial truth.
Shut up.
Huh?
Let's head inside.
How many endings are there? Like, total?
Where is everyone?
It's been like this for a while. Not many people come here anymore.
When you said you want to know, and I just heard it in, you know, spoiler characters from Zero Time Dilemma's voice. You want to know.
Mama should be here soon, though.
Okay.
I think I know what this character is all about here.
Other news. At 6:10 p.m. yesterday, on the outer circle of the capital city highway in Minato District, Tokyo, a traffic collision occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck. MPD has arrested the driver of the truck suspected to be the cause of the accident for negligence. The investigation is ongoing.
Nine bottles. There are 9 bottles on the counter. Just kidding, there are 18. That's how many there are. Let's count carefully. The talented Mr. Dickley. I wonder what that is. A flyer. Funny how they say flyer with an I there, but the actual text uses Y. The specials are written on the chalkboard. Slippers and tomato soup. Picture on the wall. It's a little odd.
Hey, Mizuki. Mind cleaning some of your stuff out of the fridge at home?
5 endings plus that 1 extra ending. Okay. Good to know.
Not gonna happen.
Why are we taking a 12-year-old to the bar? I don't know.
Man, I could use a drink.
No, you're driving.
Can't you just drive?
Indeed I can, but I refuse.
Why?
Nothing good comes of you being drunk. I don't want to get drunk. I just want to be sobriety impaired. Allow me to ruin your stupid joke before you say it.
It's not stupid.
Date, what was that weird show you used to watch? The one with the girls running in slow motion. What was so good about it?
Everything.
A lot of good comes from me being drunk, like right now. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a heavy, yeah, I think he's talking about Baywatch. I'm not a heavy drinker myself. I'm mostly a social drinker. Fun fact, if I drink, I probably stop slurring my words. About Renju.
Hey, Date. What did you and Daddy used to talk about when you were here?
I don't remember a lot of it. I was usually drinking pretty hard.
Don't worry, I have everything recorded.
You're agoraphobic, so you stay home and drink. I mean, you know, there's worse ways to use your time.
In fact, the conversation about you taking
Oops. Hair trigger on this controller.
took place here at Marble.
Really?
The topic was brought up several times afterward, but the first time was here.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay.
4 years ago, after drinking enough liquid courage, Renju asked you to take care of Mizuki. At the time, Renju was recently divorced, buried in work at Lemniscate, and mentally unstable. It was a display of excellent judgment. It was a good thing that he managed to swallow his pride.
You think so? Sometimes, I don't think it was the right move.
You should have more confidence. I guarantee you that it was the best decision.
Better than being out being a nuisance and worse driving. Yeah. That's not something I know too much about. Despite being in my 30s, I do not have a driver's license. Should probably fix that sometime soon.
Let's hope so.
Having fun at school?
That's okay.
Is it?
Yup.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Yeah. But I don't really like my elementary school friends. They're too immature. I have more fun with Iris and Ota.
I don't know if they're too immature. You're just very mature for your age.
Bicycler, are you? Yes, actually, I do ride my bike quite a bit, or I used to. Now I'm just I don't need a car because I work in the city and I just take the train every day. New York City, rather.
You think so? The kids at school are so stupid. They gossip about who had their first kiss for days.
Oh god, I'm sitting wrong. My rear hurts. Okay, maybe that's better.
I don't see why that's anyone's business.
These grade schoolers move fast.
Nah, not really. It's pretty normal nowadays.
You haven't kissed anyone yet, have you?
No, I'm not interested in that.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God. It's been a long time since we did this.
Did what?
Sat at a table together like this. We haven't eaten dinner together in a while. After I finish working on this case, we should do it again.
Public transit is great. Better needed everywhere. Yeah. I take NJ Transit, which is garbage. It sucks. It was trending on Twitter the other night because of how bad it was. Thankfully, Monday is my weekend, so I wasn't caught up in it. That's weird. The lighting effect is actually like reflecting off the edge of the AI site, which makes no sense. Public transit would be great if they improve the infrastructure and stop making it super expensive.
Why? Because of what happened to my mom and daddy? I don't need that.
Date, this is where you need to take a stronger role as her guardian. Data suggests that children who eat alone are prone to mental imbalances and poor physical condition. The meals you prepare do have sufficient nutritional content. However, you need to make sure that Mizuki is eating all of it. Otherwise, your effort is wasted.
Mizuki, we should have at least one meal together.
I told you I don't want to.
Why not?
Because... I don't like how you hold chopsticks. It makes me sick.
Really now. People have always told me that I have good technique. Some even say it's beautiful.
It's disgusting. Too clean. Besides, there's no point in eating together.
Why is that?
Because you don't talk when you're eating. I don't like sitting in silence.
Well, we don't have to be quiet.
It's fine, I don't like hearing you talk either.
I believe she has entered her teenage rebellion phase a year early.
This is gonna be rough.
Date, honey. Long time no see.
Hey, Mama, how've you been?
Oh, tired and sore, but not in a fun way.
Watch the innuendo in front of the kid.
Oh, who is this?
Renju's daughter.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, you're... It must have been hard. I saw on the news.
It's okay. Really.
Oh, must have been so hard. Stupid Ren. What was he thinking, leaving his little girl like this? Oh.
He was kind of a sleaze.
Hey, Mama. I wanted to ask you some questions about Renju.
Oh. I guess crying isn't gonna solve the thing, is it? Go ahead. Ask away. I'll help any way I can.
Is this your first time at a place like this?
Yeah, I mean, at some fish pocket they served alcohol, but I've never been to a bar like this.
Yeah, I besides probably only in the environment as a 2D plane, but the light in the 3D still reflects off that edge. Yeah, it's an object that gets placed in front of your line of sight, so it gets counted as like an opaque object.
I would hope not. You're in elementary school.
Well, Daddy invited me along sometimes, but I was too shy to go.
Good call.
I was planning on going one day when I was old enough to drink. I wanted to go to a bar with Daddy.
Are you scared of Mama?
Not really.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I don't bite.
She just said she wasn't
I'm only aggressive
scared.
when it comes to men 20 through 65.
Oh, I'm just their type.
That's a pretty wide range.
Gotta widen my net for a catch like you, Date, honey.
I think I'll ignore that one.
I think I'll ignore it as well.
About Mama.
I heard that shady characters hang out here. So who are you and how do you fit in?
No one special. I'm just a facilitator.
A facilitator?
People who come in here tend to have very specific interests. I help accommodate.
Oh, okay.
Mama's like, an informant.
That's right. And I won't charge you this time. Just promise to get the bastards who did this to Ren for me.
Right. This is for Renju.
I promise.
Mizuki is curling up a little. Maybe she's intimidated by Mama.
This is a painting of Saint Sebastian. Saint Sebastian was a faithful Christian who lived under Roman Emperor Diocletian. On January 20th, 288 AD, he was martyred. This painting depicts his execution.
Something wrong, Date? You're staring awful hard.
Nothing. Just caught my eye.
Why now, of all times?
Because he only has one eye.
That's been hanging there for a while.
Really?
Yeah, it was a gift from Ren a while back. I've always had it there.
One flew over the... I'm sorry, what was that? One flew over the cock's nest. It sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is. How's business?
Not bad.
Hey, that's good. I want you to keep this place open as long as you can. It makes me feel sad and old when a place I used to visit closes down.
Well, then you should visit more often.
One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Yeah, I know. It's just the word cock kind of stands out. And there was another penis joke in there before.
I could hook you up in more ways than one.
Just the one way is fine, thanks.
About Renju.
Have you heard any rumors about Renju? Anything about grudges, disputes?
Is it okay to talk in front of Mizuki?
Yes, I want to be here.
Yeah, she doesn't give a shit.
Trust me, you couldn't drag her away.
If you say so. Apparently, Ren had some connections with the Kumakura gang.
Oof, that Zero Escape heartbeat.
Yeah, real rough customers. This is their turf.
Yes, I do. I don't think I have it in my profile. I'll type it in chat, just because there's, like, no one here anyway, so... No one's gonna, like, flood me with shit. What was my Discord handle? I don't remember my number. Oh, man, Discord, why are you so hard to use? My account. Oh, is it because I have streamer mode enabled? I think that's why. Oh my god. There's like nowhere to just see your Discord number anymore. What about this? No. What the hell? What is what? Discord, come on. Click the gear. No, it doesn't show it. Because I'm in streamer mode right now. It's like blocking all the stuff from me from like seeing anything. Fuck it. I'll tell you what. Shit. Hey man, I just want to know if I've been going through a tough time, and these streams have been helping me through it a lot, TBH. Rocket Stone, my friend. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy my streams. I know I haven't been streaming a lot lately, but I'm going to try to change that. I'm going to see if I could stream most nights, weeknights, at least to the end of this month. I'm going away the last week of the month, but I should be back, like, right at the beginning of March. There we go. Hold on. I got mine. I couldn't remember my number. I knew it had 626 in it and a 69, but I couldn't remember if the 9 is at the beginning or the end. I never really hand my Discord ID out.
So Daddy was involved with gangsters.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy my streams. I will keep doing them if it makes you happy. I'm sorry that the timing on it is so late now. It's just how my job plays out.
Mizuki, that company Shoko was running, were they also tied to the Kumakuras?
I don't know.
Okay, so wait. Just to recap here, they were part of the gang. Real rough customers. Daddy was involved with gangsters. Shoko's company may have been tied to them. We don't know. You're a night owl. So am I. I used to be much more of a night owl, but now because I have to be up and running at like 9, 10 a.m., I have to go to bed a little earlier. Gulp. Was Renju a regular here?
I haven't seen him for a while.
Let's have that auto playing.
I thought I was going to shrivel up and die of boredom without you boys around.
Shrivel up? You look like a purple water balloon.
That's right. Care to give me a poke?
Sure!
I'll pass, thanks.
Mama's polishing a dried bonito fish. It's part of her daily routine. Come to think of it, I have no idea why. I think I'll ask her one day when the time is right.
Well, there was the watch incident.
Huh.
I'm sure you remember that one.
Watch.
Watch incident?
You don't remember?
I know that...
Your drunk ass spilled your beer on Ren's watch. Ren was furious, yelling about how this watch is more important than my life, or whatever.
And then he dropped it in the oil drum when he was killed.
He
Interesting.
blew up on you. That was the only time I've ever seen Ren that mad. That's why I remember it so well.
Was it this watch?
I pulled out the watch I had in my pocket. It was the one I found in the oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Yeah, that's it. Why do you have it? Was it at the scene? Ren was given that watch by his lover. It was an anniversary gift, I think.
Lover?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Mizuki was here.
No, it's fine.
But of course, it wasn't an affair. This was all after he was divorced.
Daddy had a new lover.
Oh. I'm going to the
You
bathroom.
remember where it is?
Yeah, outside, right?
This is a small establishment that does not have its own restrooms.
Wait, you're leaving?
Oh, scared of me, huh?
No, it's just...
Mama, keep an eye on her.
Sure thing. Don't have too much fun in there.
I'm gonna fall in and the alligator people are gonna make me their new king. I gave her a nod and wave and left.
Iba, get boss on the line.
Got it.
Oi, bossu!
What's up?
Mizuki is at a bar called Marble down in Golden Yokocho. Send someone over to pick her up.
She's not at the hospital?
Yeah, she snuck out. I took her along while I was doing some work, but I can't take her any further.
Understood. I'll send someone.
Counting on you, boss.
Are you going to leave Mizuki here?
Yes. I can't take her into a Yakuza den.
Hey boss, I left my 12-year-old girl at a gay bar. Kamakura office, Sunday, 3:22 p.m. Kamakura, that name sounds familiar.
Who's this asshole? You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
All right. Bye then.
Hey, Date!
What? Ugh, I hate dealing with these chumps.
Didn't you hear me? Do you want to die, old man? You bastard!
God damn!
Sorry for the late introduction. I'm with the MPD.
A cop, huh? So, you want to explain what the fuck a cop is doing in my office?
I think we should exchange names before exchanging expletives.
Name's MoMA, the warhorse. Don't give a fuck what your name is.
All right, MoMA. I have a few things I want to ask you. What do you know about the new Cyclops serial killings? Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura had their left eye pulled out and were murdered. And I think you know something about it.
Saw it on the news, but we had nothing to do with it. Even if we did, we wouldn't spill to no cops.
What does a guy like the chairman need this for? He probably just uses it for porn.
Not every man in the world is like you, Date.
It's kind of scary.
Oops.
It's kind of frightening seeing all these lanterns lined up. Scary lanterns. Scary lanterns.
You don't have to repeat it.
There are lanterns with Kamakura written on it. Ooh, I like that.
Bronze dragon.
A bronze dragon holding a golden ball.
Is this peak anime?
Golden ball, huh?
It's peak Yakuza. Which reminds me, I have a computer good enough to play Yakuza games now. So if I really wanted to, I could probably get the Steam version of one of them and stream it at some point. I have a Jade Dragon statue in my room. It's nowhere near as big as that, though. Wait, what? Oops. Files lined up on the shelf. Window.
Hey, Iba. It's pronounced partition and not partition.
I know how it's pronounced.
got nothing to say to you.
The fat one. He's holding his stomach in pain. Ooh, a tiger rug.
Look, flying squirrel taking a nap.
It is clearly a tiger.
Some kind of permit. The company philosophy is on the wall. If you accidentally enter a bar instead of a restaurant, don't feel obligated to order a drink. Even if the bartender gives you that order a damn drink look. That's quite the motto. The skinny one, he's completely out. Unless you get Pepto-Bismol.
There would be no point in talking to him in that state.
Okay, now my attention's back on you, dude. About Renju.
I told you, I got nothing to say. You deaf or something? Don't know nothing about her. I know her face and her name. It was on the news. Nothing else.
Shoko was part of an investment fraud scheme, and I have it on good authority that a certain Yakuza gang was helping her.
Wouldn't know nothing about that, cop.
Where's the chairman?
What? Chairman is right in front of you.
What?
I run the Kumakura gang. I'm Moma Kumakura.
That can't be right. The chairman of the Kumakuras is Rohan. You aren't the chairman.
Yo, asshole! You need a lesson in manners?
Date, wait. I did some research and discovered that Rohan Kumakura died last year. He leapt to his death from the roof of a building.
Suicide?
But Moma did not take over last year. Moma took over 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Date.
Interesting. I'm wondering if every time you hear those heartbeats, I'm wondering if we need information from another route to get through it. I'm starting to think that those might be locks, like timeline locks in the Zero Escape series.
What is it?
Do you see the sofa in the reception area? There is an ashtray on top of the coffee table.
What about it?
It is peculiar. Thermal imaging reveals that they are both warm.
The sofa and ashtray. An ashtray. I see a few cigarette butts in it.
I want to find out when that smoker finished it.
Zoom Thermo. One of the cigarette butts. The tip is reddish.
Hey, Iva. Can you turn off the thermal vision?
Sure.
Klein.
I see. The cigarette brand is Klein.
Why is that relevant?
Small details will come in useful later. Trust me.
Come in useful. I don't like that phrase.
A sofa. There are cigarette butts in the ashtray.
So someone must have been sitting here.
The question is, how long ago?
Part of the cushion is still red.
Just as I thought.
What else do I have to examine here? Was someone here recently?
What are you talking about? You're the first guest today, although you are an uninvited guest.
Don't lie now. Someone was sitting on the sofa and smoking very recently.
How do you know that?
I just do.
Oh, right. I remember now. Just a bit ago, one of our guys was on the sofa.
Are you talking about these guys right here?
Yeah.
Not possible. When I came in...
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
Yeah, it happened a few seconds ago.
Who's this asshole?
Neither of them was on the sofa, and neither of them was smoking.
They left.
Who left?
An insurance salesman. Right before you came in.
I don't think so. I didn't pass by anyone on my way here, and I happen to know this office only has one entrance and one exit, which means, whoever it is, they're still in this office somewhere. Let me check the back.
Why you want to do that?
I just wanted to say hello to our guest.
I'm telling you, you're the only one here.
Oh, then you won't mind me checking.
Just get out of here, cop.
There must be someone they don't want us to see. Somewhere behind that wall.
Just past that wall. Door to the next room. X-ray!
Just as I thought.
This must be whoever was sitting on the sofa and smoking earlier.
My evolver can shoot right through this wall. I should shoot him.
Wait! Is he not getting enough?
What?
Never mind. The person behind the wall is unarmed. I cannot approve the use of a revolver in this situation.
Damn it.
Oh shit.
Date, a porno mag at your feet.
What?
Ooh. Couldn't help but notice. Oh, alright, he was seeing the future.
Did you just shoot at me?
Oh, cool, he's got a chain gun. Yeah, I'm playing this on Switch. It was 40% off, so I was like, oh sure.
Date, load revolver with explosive rounds. Aim for the dragon's gold ball on the right.
The what? Oh, that. Why?
Just do it!
Okay, here we go, QTEs. Whap.
Iva, you saved me.
Everything happened as I simulated it.
So, where's this porno mag?
You idiot. There is no adult magazine. However, I know that your reaction time is up to 3.6 times faster when you are excited. I simply took advantage of that behavior.
What the hell?
AI is good on any console, though there's some loading lag on Switch. I do notice that the load times are a little longer, but I'm not really that strung up on it. Switch is definitely the easiest way for me to play anything.
Too old to be playing with toys?
Shit.
Hey, coward. I see you. Show your face.
old man.
I know you.
Why does Date need a porno mag anyway? This is 2020. Porn is everywhere on the internet.
Sejima, so, Congressman.
What is this guy doing here?
So.
What does a guy like the chairman need? They'd probably just...
Not every man in the world is...
Well, I guess there's no point hiding it now. I lied earlier when I said I didn't know.
Please forgive drunk typing. It's alright.
I thought so. You and the Kumakuras were a part of the fraud scheme Shoko was organizing.
Yep. Whenever any wise-ass investors gave her trouble, we handled it.
Exactly as I suspected. Shoko was affiliated with the Kumakuras.
Momo's giving me a glare. About Rohan Kumakura.
I heard that the former head of the Kumakuras committed suicide last year.
Yeah, what's it to you?
Nothing at all. I just want to talk about it.
Rohan was my older brother. He was my big brother in this organization, and my blood brother. 6 years ago, he got sick in the head. He got sent to a special hospital, and naturally, because I'm his brother and next in line, I was the successor. That's all I'm gonna say. You want to know more? Hire a private eye. I've been looking after that guy since high school. It was the usual stuff. I had him help me with a lot of work. But now, it's kind of the opposite, you know? We're getting work from him. Well, we were. Now that he's dead, though.
What work did he have you do?
The usual. If talent at his office was causing trouble or something.
You ever get into any disputes with Renju doing this work?
No way. He paid good money. I've never even gotten into an argument with the guy.
Do you have an alibi for yesterday and the day before?
Us Kumakuras are a branch of the Ujisaki family. The Ujisaki family runs a yearly golf tournament. Mandatory attendance. We were all at the tournament those days. We only got back this morning. You can ask the hotel. They'll tell you.
Date, I did some research. The hotel's record of guests does list the Kumakura members. They were also seen on several surveillance cameras. It is not possible that any of the Kumakuras could have killed Shoko, including Moma.
Wow, he's really short. Looking straight ahead, he's like not even up to my neck. It's So Sejima, a member of Congress. I see him so often on TV, it feels like I've met him before. What are you doing here?
I've had a relationship with the Kumakuras since back when Rohan was running things. I had business nearby, so I stopped here for a visit. Whatever conspiracy theory you're imagining in your head, you can forget it. This is strictly business.
Strictly business? A congressman meeting with Yakuza? How are you gonna spin that?
It's true. I imagine my public image will be dragged through the mud.
Sorry.
But we haven't done anything illegal. If you want to accuse me of such wrongdoing, then by all means. I just happen to think such gossip is better suited for tabloids.
About Renju.
The president of Lemniscate?
I should just turn auto on.
We aren't friends, but I did meet him a few times through work.
What work were you doing to meet up with the head of an entertainment company?
It was just some party hosted by some company or other. It's not unusual. Events with those uptight stuffed shirts can be rather dull. So they have some young women from an entertainment office attend. Anyway, we only saw each other a few times. I don't even remember what we spoke about.
About Shoko.
The victim prior to Renju? I believe Moma introduced me to her.
Introduced?
We were just having drinks. Shoko stopped by to say hello.
Right. We didn't talk about anything.
You're trying to give me the runaround.
Indeed.
Do you have an alibi for yesterday and the day before?
Then went home.
So, you have no alibi?
No, I always have my bodyguards near me. If you want to, you can ask them.
Bodyguard testimony can be unreliable. There is a possibility that they would lie to protect Mr. Sejima.
I agree. We can't trust that.
Date, I have determined that these individuals have nothing further to add. Even if they are involved, they will not volunteer any more information. We need solid evidence to move forward with the investigation.
You're right.
Date, a call from Lemniscate.
Connected.
Date? It's me! You remember, like, how you said to call you if Ota came? Well, he's here now, so I guess I'm calling you.
Got it. I'm on my way.
Where you going?
That's none of your concern. Moma, Congressman Sejima, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'll come back soon. We'll swap drinking stories.
You serious?
Let's go, Iba.
Roger.
So was standing there, looking rather irritated. Yeah, time to say hello to the boobs. What happens if I fail those QTEs? Does it just replay them? Or do I actually get like a game over?
This is all really suspicious.
What is?
Congressman Sejima and the Kumakuras.
Oh, you just replay them? Okay.
There's definitely something going on there.
I agree, but I am not sure it is linked to the new Cyclops serial killings. We need to do further investigation.
Wait, what? How is she... Oh, okay, she's projecting herself through the eye. Girl in the passenger seat. Girl in the passenger seat?
Who are you? Impossible. How did a jellyfish get in here? So shiny, too.
You utter idiot. It's me.
Renju?
Do I look like Renju?
Mizuki?
It's me.
Boss?
Date, seriously.
Then, are you Mom?
Idiot. You must have increased your dosage too much.
My dosage? Anyway, you're Iba, right?
She keeps mentioning that, and they just keep brushing it off. I would think Date would, like, pry further.
Why are you here? Looking like that?
I just thought I would project myself. You seem lonely.
They're so simple you'd have to consciously fail those QTEs. True.
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
Apparently Iba is sitting in the passenger seat. About your appearance.
Come to think of it, you look kind of like you do when you're in Somnium.
I mean, I can tell you about the dosage comment if you want. No, it's probably story related. I don't want that spoiled.
What's that about?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form and another form.
Oh, this?
Yes, that. Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so...
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to your preference.
If you could do that, change it.
I will not.
Why Why not?
Because I won't.
Gonna have to get used to this look.
I fear you would eventually grow tired of the other form as well. I just wanted to change my look a little. Think of it as a haircut.
Pretty drastic haircut.
So and Moma are suspicious. Information is meant to be shared, and I want to share it. Please don't.
As I said earlier,
I really want this to go.
I completely agree that they are suspicious.
I really want to keep this as blind as possible here, since this is like the first Uchikochi game I've played on stream, and I've never played it before.
But there is nothing currently linking them to the case.
That's true. We have no established motive. Victims were displayed, tied up on a horse, hung from the ceiling, and their left eyes taken out. We still don't know why.
Yeah, exactly. Please don't spoil anything.
It is possible that Shoko and Renju were disloyal to Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras. They could have been killed and displayed as a warning. That would fit the current evidence.
Huh, maybe. But it doesn't feel right.
But is it me? I was so related to the Kamakuras.
I looked into that. Unfortunately, I did not find anything in our database that could connect the two.
I see.
However, I did discover some rumors on the internet. Most of them come across as gossip or conspiracy theories. But would you like to hear them regardless?
Please.
Mr. Tsujima currently resides in Azabu. He lives in a mansion, a restored samurai castle. But 20 years ago, So Tsujima lived elsewhere, in the Kawasaki district to be exact. He lived there until he was 40 years old. The Tsujima family owned a vast amount of real estate in the district. Adjusting for inflation, the land was valued above 30 billion yen.
That's a lot of yen.
The family sold off its holdings. 6 months later, the incident occurred.
The explosion at the chemical plant.
This caused Kawasaki to become a restricted area. And of course, land prices fell drastically to less than 1/30th their original value. What are your thoughts?
The timing is certainly suspicious. To sell that amount of land just 6 months before it happened.
There is another interesting fact. After the accident, So Tsujima purchased all of the land back for just 1 billion yen.
So he's got 29 billion yen in his pocket and 1 billion yen of land.
Correct. Despite the horrific accident, the Tsujima family is no worse off.
True. But I don't see the point of it. It's not like you got anything out of it.
That would be true, but there is more to this story. There is another important fact. After the land prices in the Kawasaki region crashed,
First badge. Yeah, what is that anyway? Founder, 2-month subscriber. What does founder mean? A lot more to this story.
I am receiving a call from headquarters.
Patch it through.
Is this Special Agent Date from Abyss? My name is Akaska from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami case. There's something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier from a prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
A prisoner?
We saved the call. I think you should give it a listen. Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
What is this call concerning?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
Is that DC Douglas? Hold on a second.
And if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is.
That is definitely him.
I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. He will kill again, you know. And he'll take their eye while they're still alive. There will be more bodies.
He just wants a quiet life.
If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer.
Founder badge is given to the first 10 subs to an affiliate channel, first 25 subs of partner. Oh, interesting. So I guess all my friends who sub to me probably have it. I'm still, I don't think I have 10 people who've subbed to me yet.
I'll be seeing you.
This has to be a prank.
That's what I thought too. However, we got the call yesterday afternoon, before Renju was killed.
It will happen. I don't doubt it. If I keep streaming long enough, some stuff will happen. I don't think I'll ever make partner, though. I'm not interesting enough to be partner.
In other words,
You're saying he predicted the second crime?
If my voice acting career actually takes off, that might get me enough clout to get partner. I hate using the word clout, but, like, that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I think he did. That's why I thought I should contact you.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Good luck.
Do you think there's anything to this?
I don't know.
Look, it's this highway again that we've driven down like 20 times now over the course of the 6 hours I've been playing this. Lemniscate, Sunday, 5:59 p.m.
Oh, Date.
What's wrong? You look like you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah, I just found out online. The corpse at Bloom Park. That was Renju's ex-wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So that was Mizuki's mom. Mizuki saw her own mom. And I just left her. But I didn't know. I knew her as Shoko Nadami. Her last name is different. I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother. I want to apologize to her. I need to tell her that I'm sorry.
Just took 2 more 92 proof bourbon shots. Yikes. You're cute.
You get asked out a lot, don't you? I don't know why you're sitting here behind a desk. You should be an idol.
Oh, thank you. But despite my looks, I am a bit too old to be an idol. I couldn't get into it now.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I turned 36 this year.
You're kidding.
Where's Iris?
She's recording a podcast right now.
Still?
Looking at her schedule. It should end soon.
Wanna go get food sometime?
Hey now, that's awfully aggressive. You're an alpha type, aren't you? I kinda like that.
And I kind of like you.
Oda's just pissed.
Oh, but there is one little thing you should know about me. I'm a reptilian. Is that going to be a problem?
What's a reptilian?
A reptilian humanoid alien. They are said to be shapeshifters that take on human form.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a problem.
Oh, too bad.
Thank you for the call.
No problem.
You two sure know a lot about drinking.
After all, it means we get to see each other again.
I'm kind of different. I drink a lot of sugary crap, and then I drink water to offset it. I also drink a lot of water because I do voice acting. The girl with the big tits is sitting behind the counter. Yes, that's what I've decided to call her. Not to her face, of course.
Hey, girl with the big tits.
Excuse me?
Shit, I said it to her face.
Date, you fuck.
Go away and never look back.
It's Oda.
Mizuki didn't seem like she was angry with you.
Half a gallon jug of water right here. Wow.
What? You met Mizuki? Oh, at the interrogation.
That's right. Who doesn't know I live with Mizuki? I have no reason to hide it, but it's sort of hard to explain. Yeah, I spoke to Mizuki at her, questioning earlier.
You're sick, Date.
What?
Questioning? That sounds dirty. If I were writing a light novel, that's exactly how I would describe a sexy scene.
What kind of novels are you writing, kid?
That one is called Lying, Wishing, Marking Demons.
That's not what, Mitsuki called it earlier. How to get rich with cryptocurrency. I'll definitely be taking that one.
One more bowl, please.
That would be soba. Date, look! A little stink bug. Yay! A stink bug.
Oh, that's Rundoyer.
Who is that?
Rundoyer. Where have you been?
Nowhere. Just doing my normal routine.
I don't know your normal routine.
I went to a Dojin store to look at the new releases. Then I ate some ramen at Jiro's, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads. You know, normal.
If that's normal, I haven't had a normal day in my life.
I don't know anything. I've only seen Renju a couple of times.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on Ota's body. This is his current body temperature.
That boy is hot!
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall. You don't want me to tell Iris your secret, do you?
Huh?
How is that kid 24 years old? How to get rich with cryptocurrency. Buy time, build time machine, go back to intro of Bitcoin, mine all Bitcoin, profit.
Wait, it's no big deal. I just...
My job, so I'm not gonna say exactly where I work, but I work for a company that puts like self-service kiosks in a lot of stores, and oftentimes our kiosks are right next to Bitcoin kiosks, and you can actually like see the like if you look through our kiosks, like securities, can't footage, you could see like the Bitcoin advertisements next to it. It's really funny, actually.
You better start talking.
Okay.
Oh. Oops. About Renju's case.
Last night, I was walking over to Sunfish Pocket, and I saw Renju come out of the building.
Was he alone? Someone was with him. A man. No. A woman.
Jesus.
Okay, look.
His reaction is enough. What you're saying is Bitcoin was only good if you get on it when it was new. Yeah. It's also very economically or environmentally unfriendly. So it's like, not really worth it.
I can tell you're trying to protect her, but you have to help me out here. Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Got it. So Renju was with Iris.
Okay, fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess. You're right. Renju came out of the building with Tessa. Tessa has nothing to do with this. She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly. She's an idol. Idols don't kill people.
You need to stop putting her on a pedestal.
Tessa is a savior to me. The Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone.
Savior?
The first time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block, and I saw all this awful negativity online, and I lost sight of what I really wanted to write. It was the lowest point of my life.
He is talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing, and it made me realize something important. You don't have to care what people think, you know? If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people. That attitude is something all great creators need to have. After that, I became a huge ASET fan and got over my writer's block. And I know I'm not the only one Tessa has inspired. A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down.
AI Somnium files rule. Whatever Oda says, the opposite is true.
So there's no way Tessa can be involved in murder. Absolutely impossible.
Slow down, I didn't say Iris was the murderer.
But do you suspect her?
I need to hear her side of the story. If I do, I might find out she's totally innocent. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything you know.
But...
Do it for Iris.
What time did Renju and Iris leave the building?
Around 6:15, I guess.
Where did they go?
I didn't see. They got into Renju's car and drove off.
And what did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved. I figured I would just go home.
What happened?
Oh, hey, it's Iris.
Date.
Iris, there's something I need to ask you. Come with me.
Hmm?
Police headquarters, Sunday, 8:23 p.m. If we get a point where we can investigate... Oh, no. Shit.
Iris, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer honestly. However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
The right to remain silent? You're treating me like a criminal.
Not exactly. I'm just looking for the truth, and I would appreciate your cooperation.
Okay, wait. I hate to do this here, but it's 2:30. I've been streaming for 3 hours, and I still have stuff to do before I go to bed. So I'm probably gonna have to call it here. Let's just take a look at our items real quick. So Sajima, age 60. Likes authority, fame, assets. Dislikes anything that threatens the above. Profession, congressman. Hobbies, mahjong, golf, nishiki, carpet breeding. Skills, grasping people's weaknesses, applying pressure, and making them obey. Oh, same as boss. Yeah, it's the exact same skill. So was a member of the post-war generation. He grew up poor, which gave him two things: his motivation for seeking power and wealth, and his vindictiveness towards the upper class. It was a nice stream. I hate people that need sleep. Don't worry, I'll stream tomorrow. Mama and Moma. Name, Osamu Oishi. Sex, gender neutral. Age 36. October 11th. Profession, tending bars, selling information. Likes loincloth, switching, making them touch. Dislikes hate crimes, customers who throw up in the bar. Hobbies, polishing bonito, watching videos. Skills, has the uncanny ability to detect virginity. Mama owns the bar Marble and Golden Yokocho in Shinjuku. It's 2:30 a.m. My mouth is a garbled mess now. Date and Okiura are regulars there, and she knows them well. She's also an information broker in the criminal underworld. Oop. Moma Kumakura, sex male, age 48, September 28th. Likes humanity and justice, chivalry, Gandhi, pandas and women. Hobbies, watching dance, collecting art, hot springs vacation. Skills, shooting, magic tricks, beatboxing. Moma became the leader of the Kamakura Yakuza the gang after his predecessor stepped down several years ago. In the past, the Kumakuras were known for being ruthless and violent, but Moma hopes to make the group more peaceful and business-minded. Rohan, age 53, deceased. Previous Kumakura boss. Oh, you're going to bed too? Alright, good night. Thank you for coming by. Likes guns, drugs, money, women, power. Dislikes betrayal, rival gangs, cops. Hobbies, politics, investment fraud, organ trading, land speculation. Skills, torture. Rohan used to be the leader of the Kumakura gang. 1 year ago, he committed suicide by jumping from the roof of a building. He was known for his horrific torture technique of peeling his victim's skin from toe to thigh. Ugh. '89, unknown, early 40s, male. Everything unknown, a mysterious inmate currently serving a life sentence at the Fuchu prison for murder, known only as number 89. Yakuza A, Shinpei Wagai, 24, September 14th. Kumakura gang member, likes ass, erotic novels, and his boss. Hey, I like ass too, man. Dislikes police, his big brother, animal cruelty. Hobbies, training dogs. Skills, won a dog training contest. Overview, he's the lowest ranking member of the Kumakuras. He once had dreams of pursuing the top spot in the gang, but has since decided that he would rather focus on training his favorite dog. Dakuda Yogano, age 42. Likes dominatrixes, dislikes domestic violence, hobbies dissection, skills suturing. Perhaps due to the way he looks, he is often mistaken for a low-ranking member even though he is toward the top. He typically does office work. He has recently fallen in love and lost a lot of weight. Big boobs. Evolver. Exciting, voltaic, versatile handgun. Date's weapon. Can fire a number of different kinds of bullets such as explosive, flame, spherical, and wire rounds using electromagnetic force. Pewter invented at the request of Aiba and Date. Exciting. Of course. Savior. Oda said that Tessa is his savior. Maybe some people reacted to this line by thinking, what? Isn't that a little extreme? Iris hasn't saved the world or anything, and she's not a Samaritan. But to people who are in trouble, people who are in a bad place in life, sometimes someone like Iris can be a savior. And that's what matters. Juro. Kind of ramen. The broth is heavy with pork fat, then piled high with thick-cut noodles, cabbage, meat, and whatever else the customer desires. Oda eats Juro ramen at Juro's. Internet cafe, sometimes called net cafes or PC cafes. Originally, these were simply cafes that featured internet-connected computers, but modern Japanese internet cafes also feature private booths. Many feature manga, magazines, and waitresses, similar to a manga cafe. The booths are typically 10 by 10 feet and walled in by tall partitions. Booths sometimes have a reclining chair and matted floors, perfect for reading manga, browsing the internet, napping, or watching videos. Take a look at the flowchart real quick. Where do we stand on this right now? Oh, we're still here. Haven't made a move in a while. Interesting. I do wonder where this is going to go. At 6 hours. Alright. I am exhausted. I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for coming, everyone. As always, greatly appreciate it. I will try to stream tomorrow as well as Friday. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you all for coming. You have a great night, and take care of yourselves. Goodbye.